Hello, my name is John Fitzgerald Johnson, and I'm an independent candidate for the presidency of the United States. That may come as a surprise to most of you, but I declared my candidacy back in August of 2015 and have waged an independent presidential bid since that time. Most of you, most recently, have seen me in video footage sitting behind Republican frontrunner Donald Trump at a rather controversial rally that happened in Fayetteville, North Carolina. If you notice, I'm the only African American in the camera shot, and I'm pretty sure that Mr. Trump had no idea that an independent candidate was observing him at work. Let me say from the beginning, I am not a Trump supporter. I had to see it for myself. We all know how the media can mislead us with sound bites and video clips. And what I witnessed in Fayetteville, North Carolina, the multitude of people who were ejected from the Crown Coliseum simply for disagreeing with Mr. Trump, and his continually egging on of the crowd to get these people out of there, even when there was an assault on a young man that I personally did not see because I was too busy watching other people get thrown out, all the way to the point where I had to leave my seat myself to protect a young black woman who was screaming "Black Lives Matter" and who was about to be grabbed by the local police department. I assisted in walking with her out so that the same thing that happened to the last black young lady wouldn't happen again. I say these things to say this to America. The Democrats and the Republicans have concocted a system and a machine that makes you think that the only people who are running for the presidency are those that the media projects in front of you. And that would be Hillary and Bernie, Cruz, Marco, and of course, Mr. Trump himself. And while I have nothing but confidence in the Constitution of the United States, and while I support the electoral process, fear-mongering, racism, and bigotry have no place in the democratic process of electing the next leader of the free world, whether it's myself or anyone else. So I went to see for myself. I wanted to see it in person, and I did. So let me say to all of you all who are not familiar with John Fitzgerald, onlywecanfixus.com has been my campaign website for the last 9 months. And now that we're beginning to see that there's a very strong possibility that this man may get a chance to run for the White House, I figured that since they have systematically cut all independent candidates out of the picture, that I would inject myself into the picture. So for all of my friends, constituents out there who are thinking John Fitzgerald is a Trump supporter, quite the contrary. As a matter of fact, I would challenge Mr. Trump to a one-on-one debate about real issues in an equal playing field with those folks who are opposed to Mr. Trump and those folks who support Mr. Trump in the same venue. And let us see then just how great an America that you want to make it, because the America that you're saying you want to make great, Mr. Trump, apparently does not reflect the great America that I fought for, does not reflect the melting pot that we have become. It is definitely a throwback. And that is why I was in the Crown Coliseum in Fayetteville. I can't begin to describe what I felt, and I cannot begin to describe what I saw. My name is John Fitzgerald, and I am a candidate, independent, non-politician, for the presidency of the United States. God bless you all.